Hi guys! I still never made an intro. Oops, I'll get to that. And I'm also using these lazy overlays, but at least you know I'm putting more effort into my art, right? Today I'll be making an OC using Pinterest, using Emma Artley's thing. I highly suggest watching her video because she has a better character development type thing. And I don't know, she's the original maker, hello?
Coca-Cola, hello.
But yeah, I'll either link it in the description or use the icon, so. As you can see, I spun the wheel and then I went to Pinterest and to follow those prompts. I did not do the season or anything like that because, I don't know, I wasn't really into it, but yeah. I got 2007 and I got male. It's actually a little freaky because I was born in 2006 and I was not expecting to get 2007 as the first one. But yeah. Our first character is Noah Alexander. Everyone I make in this video will be sophomore, junior age, so around 16, 17. Noah is very geeky and he's kind of awkward. He really likes music and he's very into science. Now, Noah is kind of like an outcast in school, but not for his personality or how he dresses or how he acts, but he really just slacks in school and is automatically seen more as like a delinquent, especially by the teachers. But in reality, like, Noah is so smart. Like, when I tell you this kid is so smart, he, like, actually, like, school bores him, you know? Like, that's why he slacks off. But he's so smart, like, in fact, he goes home and he works on a personal project, a time machine. So Noah builds this machine because he wants to find other outcasts like him, and when he wants to finally find a friend, essentially. So after spending weeks on it, working day in, day out, he decides it's finally time to try it out. After packing the necessary things into his bag, like his headphones, vitamin water, and some energy bars, he goes into the machine. Types in a random year, hoping it'll just work in general. And then suddenly, the machine vanishes from 2007 and teleports into another timeline. He walks out of the machine, noticing he's in a small alleyway, and quickly covers his machine using nearby rubble and tarps. He walks out, seeing the not-so-tall buildings, people walking, horses pulling carriages, poorly paved roads. As he's standing there, he notices the commotion going on to his left, seeing a shopkeeper yelling at a young boy around his age, telling him to be gone, that they don't do business for people like him. The boy turns away and apologizes, walking in Noah's direction, locking eyes. Immediately, the boy in front of him is confused. Noah gets nervous and turns to walk back into the alleyway he came from, not wanting to get caught, but the boy is hot on his trail. This unknown boy turns the corner, seeing Noah poorly crouched behind a trash bin. Noah notices he's been found and stands up, trying to explain himself, but the boy is smart and asks him, "What year are you from?"
Have you been approached by a tall man in a bowler hat?
What?
Hey, I'll ask the questions here.
Okay, goodbye.
All right. Didn't want to pull rank on you, but you forced my hand. Special Agent Wilbur Robinson of the TCTF.
The what?
Time Continuum Task Force.
He's around Noah's age, tall, blonde curly hair, but more noticeable, his skin. Lawrence Wright is from 1907 England. He has vitiligo causing him to appear differently. Lawrence has always been really insecure about his skin, the stress only making it spread further. Not only is he insecure, but he's seen as almost as a disease to most. People unable to understand if he's contagious or not. Lawrence tries his best to cover all his spots, wearing the one glove on his hand because it's the worst on that. He does this so shopkeepers don't get mad at him when he's reaching out. Lawrence comes from a big family. He's the oldest of 5. None of his siblings have vitiligo. His parents love him very much and believe he'll do good. Lawrence is extremely smart. He can also quickly notice things. Lawrence loves to read whenever he can. He takes photos of the sky with an old camera his father gave him, hoping to be an astrologist one day. Lawrence is also gay. Yeah, love it. Noah explains where he's from, what he's doing here, and that he won't judge him for his skin. He explains that vitiligo isn't a disease, and it isn't something to be ashamed about, and a lot of people in his year have it. Quickly, they become good friends. Noah shows him a lot of modern gadgets and foods. Lawrence spares some extra clothes which are way too big for Noah. But finally, neither of them feel alone. Noah lives in 1907 with Lawrence, hiding at night so his parents don't catch on. One day they're walking out in town, having to get groceries for tonight's dinner. They stop at a shop, peacefully collecting what they need before they have to pay. Suddenly a voice loudly comes from the back of the shop, yelling at them, screaming for help.
"They're stealing,"
the voice says.
"Police!"
Heavy footsteps are heard running in the distance as Noah and Lawrence look at each other with panic. They see the police running towards their direction, frantically. Noah grabs Lawrence's arm, running towards the opposite direction. Noah pulls him into the previous alleyway where his machine, asking Lawrence to come with and that they'll go to another year together. After how close they've become, Lawrence doesn't hesitate, hoping to go to a year that will accept them both. The time machine vanishes into thin air once again, quickly landing into another alleyway. But this time, the buildings are huge.
Next thing you know, Charlie will be bringing the whole rugby team to our film night to making us watch Avengers or something.
They step out of the machine, coughing at the dust formed. They cover the machine again and walk out. There's people everywhere walking around in brightly colored clothes. More intricate carriages, but also vehicles. 1930 New York City. Bustling people, bright skies, distracting the boys, causing a girl to bump into them, dropping her books. They quickly apologize, helping Noah and her hand graze. Noah looks up, seeing one of the most beautiful girls he's ever seen. As he's staring at her and saying sorry, she fully stands up, towering over him. He blushes even more. Penelope Jones, also known as Sweet Pea, a tall and gentle girl. P is very empathetic, and she's quick to nurture and love someone if needed. She's also very smart, wanting to be a doctor so she could help others. She's from down south, living there with her mother and her father and little siblings. Her father loves her dearly, but also notices she longed for education. Her long and consistent trips to the local library, which was a far walk from their town. He wants her to be happy, so he sends her to the city to stay with her uncle and his family. Arriving here was a total shock. She never experienced most of the things the city had to offer. The only downfall is when going to school, she was immediately an outcast. Moving so far, never experiencing the city, but also for how tall she was. Also, can we talk about how much she looks like Narami? Oops. P was easily taller than most of the boys in her school, causing her to be an outcast from most. She looks down at the boys, noticing their clothes were older, the older camera on Lawrence's side, the headphone cord coming from Noah's shirt, Lawrence's skin. "Where are y'all from?" she asked, noticing their panicked expressions. She smiles sweetly and asks if they can meet up later at a park not too far from here. When they do, they explain everything, immediately gaining P's interest. He assures her that plenty of women are taller in modern times and there's nothing to be ashamed about. But he also nervously adds that most guys even like taller girls. Lawrence laughs out loud, and so does P, both noticing what he's trying to say. They stay in New York 1930 for a while. And one day P just stands her ground and asks, "Hey, can we go to another time?" She states that she loves her family but wishes to see more, and if they could do it all together. Together. For the first time, these three found people that they can relate to lean on, to trust, to be themselves with. They decide that they'll travel once more.
Very funny. So what now? I reckon you want a kiss? Stay back around! Prince, but I didn't wish for any... Hold on. If you're the prince...
The time machine lands in the woods. As they exit the machine, they hear loud cheering coming from outside of the woods. They walk out, seeing bright lights, the crowd in front of them. A football game is happening. Noah explains football to his best knowledge since he wasn't really into sports. As he's explaining, he points at the quarterback and suddenly a loud voice is heard. Our star quarterback, Spencer Diaz, leading us to our 6th consecutive win. They all look at where Noah's pointing, as the team celebrates and the quarterback takes off his helmet. Immediately, Lawrence blushes and stammers. Everyone clears out, and all that is left is Spencer saying he'll catch up later. When everyone is gone, we see Spencer standing there, and suddenly crouching down and peering as if he's crying. Before they notice, Penelope is walking to him, asking if he's okay. Spencer looks startled and immediately wipes his face, saying, "Yeah, no, I was just stretching." But Penelope, being the empath she is, noticing he's not okay, and comforts him. Noah immediately doesn't like Spencer. He hates jocks. Having been bullied relentlessly in school by such stereotypes, Noah tries to leave and grabs P's shoulder gently. But before they can turn, Lawrence quickly blurts out that they're from the past. The guy looks at them shocked, and actually just starts laughing. But after seeing their expressions, he knows that they're actually being serious. Because they were obligated to explain everything, they often meet up with Spencer now. Spencer slowly opens up, telling them that he's actually gay. And he really does hate football. Like, really hates football. But he's just good at it. And everyone's put so much pressure on him to keep going with it. Spencer is smart and an easygoing guy from the outside. But the more you realize, he's very on edge and stressed out because he doesn't want his perfect facade being broken. His parents have a high influence on his town, causing him to already have so much expectation. On top of that, what he's seen, everyone in his town is very homophobic. So he'll never feel safe opening up to anyone here.
When I was making his outfit, I just wanted to say I had so much trouble drawing Spencer in general, but this outfit was just not it. So yeah, I changed it. Thank you.
Quickly, he and Lawrence become close, comparing their lives, seeing how similar they are. Spencer's also been very interested in photography, showing his photos taken on a much more advanced camera. Whilst in their time in 67, Lawrence becomes Spencer's muse. Noah and P love to explore local libraries and the old technology that was available to students. They definitely stole Spencer's student ID. They're all hanging out one day, a warm breeze in the air, light music playing. Lawrence smiles, taking his camera out, or should I say Spencer's camera, and takes a photo of Noah and P dancing together. He looks at the photo developing. It looks normal at first, but the more you look at it, there's a shadow behind Noah.
You have to believe me, I didn't do this. Hey, be careful with that, please. Science, I guess. It was an independent study. Who are you anyway? What? How am I dangerous?
Maybe it was developed wrong? No, the shadow is way too human-like, and it's looking directly at the camera. Lawrence panics, showing Noah, and Noah equally panics. They agree that something is after them, something that they don't understand, and they have to leave immediately. They all get into Spencer's car and drive towards the football field. As they're running, we see Spencer slowly stop, and Lawrence quickly notice. "Spencer, we have to get out of here," he says. "It's not safe anymore." Spencer looks scared, unable to move. But my life here, Lawrence runs up to Spencer, grabbing his cheeks to make him look at him. Spencer, the life you had here was fake. Come live a real life with us. Spencer looks at Lawrence, smiling with tears in his eye, and he grabs his hand, running to the machine and the chains of his reality being broken. The machine vanishes again. A black room is seen, a clock in the middle, chains connecting to the clock to the abyss, like a tree to its roots. Some are shattered. The back of a figure can be seen, a shadow of a person. I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched, either partially or fully. I understand it's not the most entertaining video because, I don't know, I'm talking a lot and my mic is awful because I was not facing it for some reason, because I was doing, like, I was reading the script, well, it's not a script, but notes, so I kept track on the lore, and I don't know, for some reason that didn't click that, hey, I'm facing away from the mic, I'm gonna sound bad, but trial and error, guys. This is like my first real video, so I will make sure I face the mic next time. But yeah, I really love these characters, and I hope I can do something with their story in the future, or maybe do redesigns, something like that, I don't know. But I truly hope you guys love them as much as I do. I also highly suggest this challenge if you're in art block, because I was in art block, and it's, I don't know, it's just easier to get your creative juices flowing if you don't really have to do much of the designing yourself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay happy and healthy.